Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a review of the brand new KVD Beauty Good Apple Concealer. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this product. If you haven't seen already, I did do a review like however long ago it was when the Good Apple foundation came out. I have actually popped on a layer of the Good Apple foundation, and as you can see I actually now do have a new one, but like look how much I've used, and it's lasted me ages as well. The packaging's great. This foundation is my current favourite. Works for everyone. I've recommended it to so many of my friends and they actually love it. You can like build it up to be super full coverage, or you can have it as more of like a lightweight balmy texture. It's just so good. It's like I said, it's that balmy texture, which is very different for a cream foundation, so it doesn't like slip and slide so much on your face, although I do set it because I'm very oily. One of the things I really do love about the foundation is that it works for all skin types, so I'm really hoping that the concealer is going to be the same and that it's going to work for all of us. I don't really know too much about this concealer. I've used it in a reel I think yesterday, but I didn't really pay too much attention to like the texture of it and how it wore and things like that because I didn't wear it for that long. So today we're going to be properly testing these out. I do have two shades here, and I think the one I used yesterday was light 109, although I still think it's too light for me at the moment. I think it was that one I'm going to use. Anyway, let me get them out so you can see. There are so many concealers out on the market, aren't there? So you're going to need to make something that looks a bit more eye-catching. Like, how cool does that look? It almost looks like it's going to come in a dropper form. Obviously it doesn't. So what one am I going to go for? I've got light 107 here, which I feel like it's just that little bit too light. I'm sure I could make them all work though, to be fair. Ooh, yeah, I'd say, what's this one, 109? 109 is definitely the one I'm going to go for. It's probably too light for you to see, but the one below, the one that's a little bit more on the neutral side, that's one that I'm going to go for. To show you the applicator, it's like quite a, it's not that big, it's like a bigger doe foot applicator, but it really picks up a lot of product, which is like super handy. So all I'm going to do is pop this on my face like I normally do in all of the areas that I like to brighten, because this is obviously quite a bit lighter than my foundation colour. So let's go in here. Do you see how much product you get out? It's brilliant. So literally I could do all of that just with one swipe. I really love the applicator. And it kind of looks like it's going to be fairly full coverage. I did attend like a Zoom event yesterday with Nikki Makeup, who's like the lead makeup artist for KVD Beauty, and she said, I'm going to start blending now, because she said it's not one of those concealers that you can kind of leave before you blend it out, because it does set, and that's what makes it super long wearing. So I'm just blending out with a sponge. This is a Morphe sponge. And it blends out really quickly and easily. And yeah, I do definitely think this is probably a little bit too light for me. I'm just going to get another mirror so I can get a little bit closer and just see how it's blending out. It is pretty full coverage. It kind of reminds me of the Good Apple foundation in a way, because it feels lightweight and blends out easily, but you get brilliant coverage, which is what I always look for in a concealer, because if it's too thick, I just can't work with it. Yeah, this shade is way too light for me, but I mean, I'll just make it work with some powder afterwards. This would be a good shade if I'm like really pale and really looking to brighten. Look at my face, oh my god. It doesn't look as pale in person as it does on camera, but yeah, she's a little bit too pale. But can you see how quickly and easily that actually blended out? And I think it looks nice. I'm just going to look up close and personal. It doesn't settle into my like fine lines. I've only got a few. I'm like, Jesus, I'm only like 27. It doesn't settle into pores. Pores look really nice. Obviously I need to set. Because if the light hits my pores, and you are going to see them. I think that looks really nice. I always like to take that over my lid as well. I like it so far. What do you think? I mean, I know I look like Casper, the friendly ghost, but okay, let's go in and set. So this is my Fenty setting powder in the shade Lavender. It's the one that I always go for. So let's just set as usual, and I will go in with the Dose of Colours setting brush in order to set these under eyes, because I always do under eyes first because that's where you get most of the creasing. So let me just... Gosh, she's looking really pale, isn't she? Jesus. It looks really nice when it's set. Can you see how flawless that looks? Like, where are the pores? We just don't know how. Because it is a bit on the light side, I'm going to use this fantastic trick. This is my favourite powder of all time. You can use it as like an all over face powder or just under your eyes. I tend to just use it under my eyes because this is the shade Fair, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm almost out of it at this point, but this should hopefully just warm up the under eye just a little bit because it's a little bit on the pale side. I'm sure it will look fine when the rest of my makeup's on. What I might do now actually, while we're here, let's go for KVD Beauty. I'm going to use the Duality Gel Blush, is it? Liquid Gel Blush. This is amazing. If you like something really nice and sheer and natural, these gel blushes are beautiful. Now it looks crazy on your hand, like look how intense that looks on your hand, but actually once you blend it out on your cheek, it gives the most beautiful like flush of colour without like looking too heavy. And then it also gives you this really nice like natural highlight. Like, do you see the glow? I don't even know if you're going to see because my lights are quite intense. The colour of this blush, it's really beautiful. Obviously when you use your sponge is going to actually soak up some of the product rather. But that's okay. I just love sponges. They're so easy. I'm just going to do a bit of bronzer quickly. I might as well do it while you're here because otherwise this is not going to be very long because I'm only testing out the concealer. Where is my brush? Oh, here it is. This is the H&B Cosmetics blush brush, but I like it for bronzer, and I'm using the Glowish Medium Radiance Bronzer because it is my absolute ride or die favourite at the moment. Super smooth, super like natural flush of colour, but buildable. It's like it doesn't come out too crazy at first because we can easily go a little bit too hard with our bronzer, can't we? I'm sure I'm not the only one. Bit down the nose because I just need a little something there. I'm just going to set the rest of my face quickly because I'm so shiny, like honestly I'm such an oily bitch. I'm like so shiny all the time. And we need to add some more blush, so I think let's go for a bit of a peachy blush to mix it up because I've been using like a pinky one for ages now. So this is also from Glowish. It's the Healthy Peach Vegan Blush. So obviously I've powdered, so I've dulled down a bit of that highlighter, but that's okay. So I think what I'm going to do now is go away, do the rest of my makeup and do like my eyes and my lip and everything, and then I will come back to you and give you my full verdict. But I kind of feel like you already know what my verdict is, to be honest, but just wait and see. Okay my loves, I'm back with the full face. I've done this cute little Valentine's kind of esque eye look with a simple nude lip. I'm obsessed with this lip combo. Actually, it's one of the new liquid lips from Huda Beauty. Let me just show you real quick while I'm here. This is Sweet Talker. It's like the new formula of the liquid mattes. So good, so comfortable, really pigmented, really long lasting, and I think it's such like a cute pinky nude colour. It's like not so pink because I don't know about you, but I'm just a bit funny with like proper baby pink type shades on my lip. Anyway, what we actually want to talk about is my verdict on these concealers. So let me just take a look up close and see what my skin is looking like now that my makeup's all done. It's still looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I didn't apply that much of it, so I don't have that completely flawless under eye like I do when I apply a lot more products, because I also went quite light on my foundation today as well, so it's a bit more of a natural look, but actually I think it looks really nice because you can still kind of see my skin peeking through underneath, but it's just covered all of the things that I want covered, like my redness and things like that, but I can still see some of my freckles and everything peeking through, which is what I really like in a concealer. So this is definitely buildable. I know when I was watching the event with Nikki Makeup that she also said that this is super buildable, and you can actually apparently apply this like throughout the day, so if you need a touch up, even though you put powder on top, you can actually still apply this on top. I don't normally ever do that because I feel like I'm really scared to do that. Should we try it on camera? Should I try it now? I'm scared. Right, let's go in with a little bit more of concealer and just test that theory and see if it looks okay when you're touching up. So I'm going to pop a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use my finger like you would when you're out. Let's say we want to brighten this area or add a bit more coverage, because like sometimes, you know, you lean throughout the day on your hands. Oh my god, I think she's right. Right, should we try this under the eye as well? Why not? Have you guys ever done this before? Have you ever touched up over your powder? I feel like this is something we're just told not to do. It looks really nice though. Oh wait. I'd say it worked really well on my chin, but under my eyes, perhaps because I use a bit more powder under my eyes, it has kind of lifted some of the original. So I'm not sure that I would touch it up over powder. I think if you don't powder your concealer, then you could definitely touch up and build it. Otherwise, you're just going to have to build up the coverage when you're first doing your makeup. So let's, I mean, it still looks great from far away. It's only, you can only tell where I've done that, like up close, so maybe I wouldn't do that. But overall, I really like it. And let me know in the comments if you guys have tried it, if you're going to try it, and what you think about the Good Apple foundation as well. Honestly, I feel like you will love it. I'm pretty sure most people love it, and I'm super excited that now they've come out with this concealer. So I definitely need to get a different shade, I think. One that's a little bit darker and can just look a little bit more natural, because I don't always want that super bright under eye look, although these shades would be great for that. So just for reference, the one that I used was Light 109, which I feel like blended out slightly lighter than what it looked like in the packaging, if that makes sense. Like when I first put it in my face, I thought, oh, this is the perfect shade, but when I blended it out, it seemed a bit lighter. So that might be something to think about. Now that I've done like the rest of my makeup, I think it looks fine. But yeah, if you did like the video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. It really, really helps me out and helps support my channel. And I make 2 videos a week, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.